Did you know one of the oldest games in the world is still played today? Get ready to discover the fascinating history and gameplay of Mancala. Evidence suggests Mancala existed in ancient times, with findings in Jordan dating back to around 5870 BC. This family of games spread across Africa, Eastern Europe, and eventually the Americas, carried by various routes including the transatlantic slave trade. The word Mancala comes from the Arabic nakala, meaning to move. In general gameplay, you count and capture by sowing seeds into pits. Try playing Mancala and experience the rich history and strategic fun for yourself. Did you know this seemingly simple board game dates back to the Roman Empire? This game has more aliases than a spy, nine mens moris, mill, merrills, and even cowboy checkers. Believe it or not, nine mens moris is a solved game. Perfect play always leads to a draw. The ultimate goal, the shuttle, one piece constantly moving between two mills, annihilating the opponent every turn. Think you can beat the draw, find a board online, or even draw your own, and put your strategic skills to the test. Go is not just a game, it's a 2,500-year-old mind-bending battle of territory and strategy, far more complex than chess. With more possible positions than atoms in the observable universe, how can a game with such simple rules be so unbelievably complex? Players alternate placing stones. Once placed, stones don't move, but captured stones are removed. The aim: surround empty areas. Legend says an ancient emperor created it for his son to learn discipline. Today, over 20 million people play Go, mainly in East Asia, ready to learn. Polo is known as the sport of kings. It is one of the oldest team sports in the world, originating over 2,000 years ago. Originally a cavalry training exercise, it quickly became a favorite of Persian nobility, women too. Matches are divided into chukkas and require mastery in horsemanship. Played in over 100 countries, polo is a professional sport in 16. What if volleyball and soccer had a baby? Meet Sepak Takraw or kick volleyball. Meet Sepak Takraw or kick volleyball. The names are compromise. Sepak means kick in Malay, and Takraw is Thai for woven ball. But this game's history goes back way further, with roots in ancient Chinese and Burmese sports. And one version even involves dancers. Patolli, one of the oldest games in the Americas, was played by everyone from commoners to nobles, even Montezuma II. Played throughout Mesoamerica, some believe Patolli shares an ancient ancestor with the South Asian game, Patolli. The goal: maneuver 6 pieces to the end of the board using black beans as dice. Rolling a 1 gets your piece onto the board. But here is the catch. Players bet blankets, precious stones, even their own freedom on the game. Agreeing to play was a huge deal. The winner took everything. What would you be willing to bet on a game of Patolli? Lacrosse goes back to the 12th century with the indigenous peoples and was deeply woven into their culture and warfare. Teams of hundreds played on fields spanning miles, from sunup to sundown, seeing themselves as warriors preparing spiritually for the game. French missionaries called it Lacrosse, A Canadian dentist then codified the game, and it was even a medal sport in the Olympics. From ancient tribal rituals to a modern, global sport, lacrosse is constantly evolving and is included in the 2028 Olympics. What if I told you this is the oldest organized sport in North America? Sumo, Japan's national sport, is more than just a wrestling match. It is an ancient tradition steeped in ritual, with roots stretching back centuries. Two wrestlers, or rikishi, face off in a circular ring called a dohyo. Their goal is simple: force their opponent out of the ring, often fueled by a protein-rich stew. With its unique blend of athleticism and ancient tradition, sumo continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Did you know chess is almost 1,500 years old? Originating in India in the 7th century, as chaturanga, the game spread through Persia and beyond. The objective is to checkmate your opponent, a battlefield of the mind on 64 squares. Strategy involves long-term planning, while tactics are move-by-move threats and defenses. Today, chess is enhanced by computer analysis, but the human element still dominates. Football is played in over 200 countries by 250 million players, but it is more than just a game. The Football Association formed in 1863 to standardize the rules. This separated association football from rugby. Hooliganism involves violence and destructive behavior. It can be triggered before, during, or after matches. Doping has occurred in football since at least the 1940s. Infrequent testing means it may be underreported. From 1921 to 1970, the FA banned women's football in England. Similar bans occurred in other countries. Association football is complex, with both positive and negative aspects. What does the future hold? Comment below if we missed anything. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. See you in the next one.